Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer, voice recorder, videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to Patreon D&D, where platinum level patrons and I get together to play Dungeons & Dragons via Discord and Roll20. These games are not live-streamed, but are recorded for your viewing pleasure. You can join our official Discord server with the invite link in the description below. If you would like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/roguewatson. Our music is by Krynn McLeod, and our awesome character art is by Demnix. Welcome to Session 6 of our Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen campaign, published by Wizards of the Coast. For this session, I'm joined by patrons CT, playing Pi, the Gnome Ranger Hunter.
Hello.
Dory, playing Ellowyn, the Kender Bard College of Lore.
Hello.
Jared, playing Elyas, the Human Divination Wizard. Marcus, playing Bherg, the Human Zealot Barbarian.
Hey there.
Morgan, playing Kazra, the Human Champion Fighter.
Hello.
Previously on Shadow of the Dragon Queen. After the invasion of Vogler, the villagers successfully arrived in the outskirts of Kalaman, a large city where the river meets the bay. They're hailed as heroes among the survivors, but Kalaman isn't keen on welcoming hundreds of refugees. Mayor Raven asked the party to meet with the city council to inform them of the dragon army and their tenuous situation. At the council meeting, the party must contend with Lord Baccharis, undermining them at every turn. Ellowyn is particularly incensed and casts invisibility to spy on the proceedings. But the party presents their case well, and the governor and marshal take the threat seriously. They agree to help the villagers if the party agrees to help Kalaman by joining their military as special operatives. The party unanimously agrees, receiving lodgings, stipends, and fancy badges. Before the day is over, they follow up on some tasks in town. Ellowyn visits her parents, and Kazra goes shopping, while Rickard and Elyas turn their sealed scrolls to Wyan, a local mage who runs an apothecary. Wyan grills them on important questions regarding their use of magic, and after finding their answers satisfactory, she promises to contact the mages of high sorcery about their test. The next day, the party reports to the marshal, where they receive their first missions in the surrounding area. They agree to head west first to check up on some missing scouts. After a few hours, Rickard tracks the scout camp, which has been attacked by several Draconians. After defeating them, the survivor explains how the dragon army is cutting off Kalaman from all sides. They head next to Rookledust's workshop, a local gnome inventor, to follow up on the mysterious and dangerous war machine that destroyed much of Vogler. When they arrive, they discover the workshop is under siege. So we are actually going to start this session with some combat as soon as I get you guys in position. Which I could probably read the description from last time would help. Let's see. So after several more hours of travel from the missing scout encounter, you spot the gnome's resident on a hill, an unusual structure that resembles both a cottage and a metal fortress. The building bristles with steaming pipes and whirring devices, and is currently under siege. Amid clanging metal contraptions, goblinoids try to breach the structure, impeded by gadgets that spin, snap, and thrash in the yard. The goblins wear the familiar black and red dark armor with the spiral symbol of Takesis. Every few moments, a gnome appears from an open clock face above the door and hucks a new clockwork calamity at the attackers, while cackling at them and saying that their weapons are no match for her genius. Despite her taunts, however, you can see the enemy has just breached the front door, led by a large, well-armored goblinoid wielding an equally large greatsword. So assuming you guys can see this map, I'm going to go ahead and have everybody roll for initiative. Since we haven't had Bherg in a couple sessions, though, Marcus, I do want to ask just briefly while everybody's setting this up, what were Bherg's reactions and thoughts to the fall of Vogler, the news about this dragon army, and your newfound job as a special operative of Kalaman?
He's indifferent from most of it. When the dragon army appeared, he thought it was just another warlord. Just another warlord with another army trying to take over more territory. Happens everywhere. It's war. Until the captain lady said the word goddess. It was almost like the Kill Bill alarm in his head went off when he heard that, and he was immediately anti this army. because he's not going to have somebody claiming a goddess now has control and you now serve said god or goddess outside of your control. Warlords he's okay with. Gods and goddesses, not so much. So he's on board for the most part. Yeah, he's probably not the most talkative and most upfront talking to people, and people probably see him as just, the savage, the muscle. So unless talked to, he probably doesn't do a whole lot of talking. But yeah, he's more of the observer, and steps in, when it's necessary.
Okay. So, you all are faced with this situation where you see a goblin army, which, by the way, there are many more goblins than what you see here, but those are currently being overwhelmed by this just swarm of contraptions that are littering the battlefield. And at this point, you all come up, and it's not really a surprise, because since you're in the middle of a battlefield, you're fairly noticeable by both sides, so that's why we're jumping right into initiative here. Got everybody on there? Yes. Man, and you guys all rolled pretty good on your damn initiatives. Congratulations. All right, Ellowyn, you are first to react to this situation.
Okay, so...
And you were not necessarily expecting a fight here either, so this is just something you came upon.
The things marked with green dots and red dots are all enemies. Everything we see up here is enemy.
Yeah, the reason I differentiated is just to denote that they're slightly different stat blocks for me to deal with. But yes, everything with a dot is an enemy.
Understood. Okay. So Ellow's going to see everything happening, and she's going to skirt herself underneath the legs of her friend's horsey and get herself up here. And once she does, I think she's going to be close enough now. Perfect. She is going to start wagging her journal, her book, at this one and cast vicious mockery, yelling an insult like, "You're getting beat up by a child's toy. How cute." And that is, let's see, wisdom save DC 14.
So this green 4 right here?
Let me zoom in so I can see the number. Yes, number 4.
Oh, the goblin's very upset about this. It's a 6.
He takes 6 psychic damage.
You yell at this goblin, and he just stares at you horrified, and then his eyes roll back in his head, and he falls down completely deceased.
Ellow's going to be very proud of herself for that, and she's going to turn around and see that Kazra is getting horsey, ready to go, and she's going to give a little slap on the horsey's butt because she can't reach up to Kazra, and she's going to say, "Your turn next," and she's going to give Kazra a bardic inspiration.
All right, Kazra.
But Kazra looks down at Ello and says, "That was a great job, Ello." And then she's going to say, "Okay, horsey, come on. It's our turn to shine." And she is going to move. Let's see. I think I measured this out right. Just double check. I should be able to get all the way up here. So are going to charge right up to here, and with the 10-foot reach on her lance, she is going to attack this goblin right here. And because that goblin is not mounted, I get advantage on that. So because it's the mounted combatant. So here we go. Let's see if I can finally get a crit. Nope.
The advantage
But,
definitely helps get the hit,
21
though.
up.
Yeah. That will definitely hit a goblin.
Okay,
Yep.
and
the goblin kebab. Oh my
let's see.
dear god.
So 14. I'm assuming that goblin is an ex-goblin.
That is an ex-goblin. Yeah. Just absolutely skewered, kebabbed.
Kazra is going to pick up take her lance and shake him off the end, kind of fling him into the nearby woods or something. And a horsey is going to take the dodge action.
Okay, Kazra,
And
as you end your turn in this battlefield, you note that it is strewn with these mechanical contraptions that are being hurled by this gnome. In fact, it might look something like this.
Oh, cool.
And these contraptions do not seem to tell friend from foe. So you will find a macro, if you would like to roll it, called Rookledust's Workshop. If you could find and roll that macro to see what device may come at you.
Awesome. And this is from just being in the area?
This is from being in this area, yeah.
I love the mechanical chicken poop flying out the back of the...
The art is so cool.
It might be near the bottom of the macro table. I think I've got it set up, but I can click in bar if that helps.
Yeah, it looks like on mine is on the top left.
Yeah, I clicked it.
Oh, it is a token action.
It is saying... Yeah, it's saying every time I click it, no table found with that name.
Oh no, it did this? Okay, let me click test macro and see if something... do you see that?
Yeah, I see that though.
Okay.
That worked for me. A
wonder
mirror
why it
device
works.
emit.
Okay. I was hoping you guys could
Yeah.
roll it, but... Alright, so this is the thing coming at you. A mirror device emits a blinding flash of light at the target who must succeed a DC 12 con saving throw of the blinded condition to the end of their turn. We can have this affect both you and Horsey.
Yeah, that was not at advantage, so I failed that
Ooh.
one. And Horsey, no. Oh, Horsey does have a +1 con save.
Horsey's a warhorse.
Horsey's fine.
Damn!
You have Bardic Inspiration if you want to use it.
Oh, I will use that Bardic Inspiration. It's a D6.
D6. Yes.
Okay. 16 then.
Nice.
Awesome. After that flash, she's going to say, wow, thank you, Ello, for giving me the heads up there.
Alright, you shake it off thanks to some inspiration. Pie.
Alright, Pi is going to longbow orange number 1.
Okay. Orange, you glad I gave them numbers and colors?
Poorly.
Oh no.
But I'm gonna burn my inspiration from last time
Okay.
and shoot a second arrow. Much better this time.
Much better. 21
Gotta-
will hit.
You gotta warm up the bow.
Yeah, I know. It happens sometimes.
And as a bonus action, launch a hail of thorns.
Oh boy.
It's a new one.
Is this okay spell? Now how do we flavor this non-magical magic spell?
That's a question.
We attach like several like splinter shards to a single arrow that somehow it's like a fireworks kind of a thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm gonna get very Hawkeye style with this.
Yeah. Don't
But
even
you
look.
know, I'm a gnome, right? So I tinker as well. So on the end of it has like little things that like kind of spread out. But what we'll need is a the target of the attack, and each creature within 5 feet must make a Dex saving throw, taking 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save, half on a unsuccessful one.
Okay.
And my spell DC is 13.
Does the... I think we still need damage on the original shot, right? Is that still, I assume...
Oh, I'm so sorry. 18 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's insane.
It's like max damage.
Hold on.
Is that from Colossus?
That has Colossus on it as well. And I think Colossus does not apply here yet, right? Or is that just the
You tell me. Is that when they're missing health or full health or...
the notes I have is that, let me switch over to features and traits. Where is Colossus?
I'll show up in the compendium. It's a hunter thing, right?
Yeah. I thought it would show up in my...
If it's missing any of its hit points.
Alright, so the D8 does not count, so that'd be 13 damage.
Okay. Alright, so 13 on that one, and then the Hail of Thorns, you said it explodes, and it forces a dex save for greater than 10 feet of that target?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was orange number 1. So this guy...
Including the target?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. I don't think it includes the target. I think it's the creatures around the target. Let me see. Hail of Thorns. Page, because they don't put it on the same spot.
After you hit the creature spell contain creates a rain of thorn spouts from your range weapon or ammunition. The target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dex saving throw.
It's a 4 dex throws.
Okay.
4 dex saves.
Yes, okay. Alright, let's do Goblin Boss. And then you're going to find out that the captain has an aura of authority and gives all of his buddies within 10 feet of him advantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Which is this yellow dot guy here. So all 4 of these guys are going to have advantage on this dex save. Let's see if that helps them. Alright, target first. I did not roll with advantage. Makes the save. We've got 2 regular hobgoblins. Let's switch to advantage. Dex save. One of them does... Oh, that is half damage on a save, though, isn't it?
Yeah. And damage is 6.
6, okay. So first guy takes 3. This one takes 6. This one...
Well, actually, the target takes full 10 if he... his half would be 5. Who failed? Orange won because he would have damage taken away now. Colossus Slayer would hit now.
Okay.
For that one.
And then the boss man... excuse me. Rating from the Hobgoblin and its allies, so I guess it does include him. Let's also make a save. Okay. Nobody goes down, but you see that the main guy that you shot is almost dead, and both of the larger hobgoblins look bloodied and wounded from that rain of arrows. And obviously you guys are drawing serious attention, and you can see the captain, which thankfully it's his turn next, is now pointing and snarling at all of you. Which, what's he got? Okay. He will... there you go. He will actually aim his bow. He takes it a big, nice, long bow and aims it at Kazra right here, right next in the battlefield, and attempts to shoot at you. Ooh, a 22.
Yeah, that does hit.
And he's got poison-tipped arrows. 4 piercing and 6 poison damage. And he's feeling confident he's going to try to do that again with a 23. Look at the boss man. Making me proud, making me proud. For 7 piercing and 2 poison damage. Go ahead.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I have a reaction somewhere.
Ewing reaction.
Hold on.
I would like to react.
I would like to react, please. When a creature that cutting words. When a creature that you can see within 60 feet of yourself makes a damage roll or succeeds on an ability check or attack, you can take a reaction to expend one of your bardic inspirations. Subtract the number rolled from the creature's roll, reducing the damage or potentially turning the success into a failure. So I would roll a d6.
You have to do it on the creature making the attack roll or the defensive person?
Yeah. The person, so it's on their attack. Wait, am I not close enough?
Yeah, the boss is 75 feet away from you.
Well, I'll be a son of a pumpkin. Okay. Sorry,
Shockingly, Kazra charged in as usual.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so 7 piercing and 2 poison on that one. And then he will actually move towards the door and bark at people to take you out, while he clearly also wants to get inside this building. And I think, Kazra, you can see that there's already even a soldier in there. They've breached the doors since then. Let's see, we got some more enemies here. This one will run up to Kazra and attempt to attack her with a dagger. Wow. But 18 is not going to do it? Okay. And then the goblin will do the goblin thing. And nimble escape, bonus action, disengage. Run, probably can't get too far. About right there. There's nowhere for him to hide, though.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. 18 actually hits.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does.
Good for that goblin. Is that because you're using the lance without the shield, or is it always 18 hit you?
I think it's always 18, because let's see, I have scale mail plus 2 for my dexterity. That's 17. Oh, wait. Did I do that wrong? Let's see. Yeah, scale mail gives 15, right?
I did not know that off the top of my head. I think, does that depend on is it heavy armor?
Let's see. It is medium armor.
If you click on armor class in the top middle right side of your
So
thing,
it says 14 plus 2 for dexterity plus 2 for shield. So yeah, 18.
18 does it. Okay. I'll stab you for 3 damage.
Okay. I need down to exactly half of my hit points. I am bloodied.
Ooh, first time I think we've seen that.
Was he within 60 feet of me when he...
That's a great question. Let's see. He would have been, yes, exactly within 60 feet, actually. If you want to use cutting words on that one.
Could I use my cutting words then?
Sure.
Just wag the quill and say, "Not on my watch."
Mhm.
And roll a d6. So that would be 3 off of that.
Yeah, especially knowing that barely hits her. That's a good use of it. All right, so that no longer hits you because the cutting words distracts the goblin at the last second.
Did you see what I did to your friend?
But then we've got these bigger hobgoblins are all armed with bows. And we'll start fanning out. This one will actually fire down at Ellowyn, number 3 up here. With a... Actually, you know what? I should stay here, because then I get the advantage, don't I? They want to be near their boss friends, because I get the advantage with his R of Authority. Didn't need it anyway, I don't think. 22 to Ellowyn.
That hits.
The poison-tipped arrows. 6 piercing and 7 poison damage.
Ouch.
And we go to Elyas.
Elyas is going to. Oops. Right. Maybe this is it. There we go. I'm going to move up, and he is going to cast a spell, and he is going to say, Drift, and cast Magic Missile
Oh no.
at those 3 guys.
All right. 3, 1,
And-
2.
And then we're going to go bam, bam, bam.
Okay. Do 2 on that one. We'll do 5 on that one. And then the third one actually gets killed from a blast magic missile. This number 2. All 3 of them just fan out. And you see the goblins are looking real bad. Reeling back and just kind of squalling.
And he's going to move down here to try to take a defensive position behind this, this little outcrop of rock. And that will be his turn.
Bherg.
Alrighty. So, Bherg seeing this, he's going to start moving forward. He's pretty far behind though, so I think he's going to dash in order to get up a little bit faster. Let's see, he can move 60. Now, I do have a question as well.
Mhm.
These are goblinoids.
Sure are.
So, what would be the... Actually, I think I can make that a little bit better if I go like right here. Yeah. So, are they speaking Goblin?
Yes.
As that is a language that Bherg can speak and understand.
Okay. You're used to dealing with goblins.
Are they saying anything specific, or is it just stop throwing stuff at us, get inside, take cover?
Yeah, the captain's definitely got his hands full already with these devices going crazy, and now with your arrival, he's definitely screaming that at everything. Is like, kill these newcomers. We've got to take this fortress. And he keeps saying, he says 2 things. One, he says we've got to get the weapon, and the second thing he does say, Bherg, is for Takesis.
That was going to be my next question. Okay, and yeah, he knows that to be the dragon goddess.
Yes.
Okay, so I think he'll say back to them in common essentially. If you side with the goddess, you are an enemy of us. And he is going to start raging.
Nice.
Now, his rages are a little bit different. He doesn't start screaming and, his jowls don't start shaking. Let's see, did I just click it here? Oh, handy. Okay, just click the button. His rage is actually not outwardly visible at the moment, but you think you hear drums. You think you hear the sound of drums being beat, like in the far
Like
distance.
war drums.
Yep, just like do 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 do, just like very 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 low.
Yeah. Some Lord of the
And that's
Rings
it for
shit.
him.
Not quite, because I also need you to roll on the. Like, can you roll on the macro table? Because you are in the contraption area.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not working for y'all.
Yeah, no table found with that name.
Well, the other thing we can do is it won't look as good, but if you want to scroll down to the table, oh, what is it called down there? I think it's called. I guess it's called the same thing, Rookledust Workshop.
No, that's probably why, because we don't see it.
Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, try to use the macro now first.
Okay,
There it is.
Damn it, CT, where were you a second ago?
there we go.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, you got the chicken one.
Not the chicken, no.
Mechanical chicken fires 10 eggs the character with a +4 to hit. So I guess I will roll that real quick, see if that actually hits you. Man, my rolls are fucking dynamite tonight, y'all.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, you're gonna get hit by a chicken egg. It deals 1d4 bludgeoning damage. 1 damage. But you are covered in an oily mess, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of your next turn. You just get gooped.
Deals me 1 whole damage.
1 whole damage. It's more of a insult damage. It should be psychic damage. Alright. Goblins will gladly rush up and try to take you on. At least this one will. Attempt to dagger. My rolls have gone back down. But we'll also dance around and nimbly escape. We just end up here. Let's see. Inside the building, Kazra and Bherg, you can see one of the creatures seems to get like deeper in, and then you can see also the gnome disappear from the window, and you hear shouting and yelling inside. That one is dead. Take you off the list. This goblin will actually, since he's within the aura of authority, he's going to attempt to huck a dagger at Bherg. A throwing dagger, but with advantage, because he's next to his boss. And even with advantage, that dagger goes wide. And then this one will also get close to the boss, take out the longbow, and let's see what token fate decides. Kazra's going to get possibly shot this time with the longbow. Critically hitting with a nat 20 with advantage. Now it's my goal to just down you this fight. It's going to be a lot of damage. 7 plus 2 piercing and 10 plus 6 poison damage because all of that rolls again.
Oh, wow.
Are you up?
9, 10.
I am
20,
down.
25.
Oh my
That
gosh,
is 25.
25 damage.
Yeah, I am down.
Oh boy, that one just arrow through. Kazra slumps. Onto horse, still on horsey for now, we'll say. Unless you want to dramatically fall off, I'll be there either way.
She's kind of like half on her saddle, kind of completely dazed, but still in it because she has that new military saddle that keeps her in place.
Okay. That one's there. That one's dead. Wait, that one. Yeah, that one's dead. That one's dead. This one's not quite dead. And has a short bow and is within distance of the boss. So with advantage, we'll try to attack Bherg. 21. Good at the barbarian. Why does it do it like that? Piercing. 3 piercing plus 2 or 1d4 piercing with attack roll had advantage. Oh, so it just needs to roll it. Okay, so we'll do 6 damage because it did have advantage. So roll 20 just puts the average in there, I guess.
All right, so Bherg will take that as 3. He'll cut that in half thanks to rage.
Yeah, thanks to the rage.
All right, now that he has been hit, I will say that probably like grazes his shoulder, but instead of blood, you see light. It's like a blue light that comes out.
Damn. Goblin's unperturbed though. He's coming at you again with short. 17.
Yep, that hits.
I'm loving this boss advantage, by the way. This is good shit. And because that advantage, it's doing 10 piercing damage, although 5 for you, Mr. Barbarian.
All right.
Let's go, round 2. Ellowyn. Kazra slumped over the horse. A couple of goblins are dead.
Well, that changes pretty much everything I was gonna do. I see Kazra slumped over, and I am going to just kind of reach out towards her and just say, "Rise and shine," and I'm gonna cast Healing Word. For 9 points of healing.
Wow.
And
So just the words, and then you see Kazra. You just you feel just this magic infuse your body, like probably. I was gonna say nothing you've ever felt before, but I don't remember if you've actually been healed. Just healing magic again, very very rare in this universe where the gods are only just coming back.
That's a bonus action, but I don't. Since it's a first level spell, I cannot do anything else. Correct?
You could do a like a vicious mockery. You could do cantrip.
Oh, I can do a cantrip.
Mhm.
Okay. Well then.
Or anything else for your action, I guess.
Okay. Which one downed her?
This hobgoblin number 1 back here. These guys are all wielding longbows.
Okay. I am going to. Well, I'm gonna see this guy over here, and I am close enough to him. So, I'm just going to just say, "Stay away from my friends," and cast Vicious Mockery on him. Wisdom save DC 14.
Well,
Damn it.
that goblin is randomly extremely wise.
Wasn't a very good insult, so
Old man goblin, yeah. Scoffs.
All right. I think, can I get some cover over here behind this rock since I'm small?
Yeah, I'd probably allow it, unless somebody like this goblin was like right looming over you.
Okay.
But yeah, you could probably get effective cover from people doing range attacks back here. Kazra, you are back in the land of the no death saves. That was good timing.
So Kazra's going to hear Elo's words, and she's going to kind of wake up but still be dazed and say, "I don't want to get up yet, Mom. Can't I just sleep in a little longer?" And then she's going to kind of shake herself and go, "Oh, where did I go there for a minute?" And then she's going to use, let's see, bonus action. I'm going to use my first second wind. So add another 14 hit points to that. Okay, this is weird.
Damn.
I'm not able to add hit points onto my token.
That is weird. I can regenerate your token if you want to try that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Should I delete the old one first?
Yeah.
None of us have permission to do that.
You know,
It's
I
grayed
realized
out.
the only bad thing is I think it might delete your initiative, so let's put a new one on first.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
is it a permission
Oh, I
thing
can't.
though?
And you're doing it on the green circle on your token that pops up. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was just able to add some to mine.
Oh, yep. never mind. I can change mine. So there's got to be a.
Yeah, I can do that from my character sheet.
See. I'm just not able to update it on either one of the tokens. Weird.
I guess
Or at
about-
least it's
what
just
about the
showing it on
character
my character sheet. Oh. Yeah, because it's tied. That should help. Let's see. Hit points.
the joke I want to make is it's because Kazra's not used to losing hit points, let alone going down in a fight. It's just like, how do I adjust my hit points? This has never
Actually,
happened
where are...
before.
Okay, I'm actually not seeing my hit... Oh,
You guys,
hit points,
you
death
guys have
saves.
hit points?
That's why
This is like James and spell
you have
slots.
to... You have to be stabilized first before you... Because it was coming up
that's like
the
a
death
condition?
save thing for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why.
Okay.
Okay, so now I have my hit points and everything, and she's gonna say, maybe I shouldn't just run in like that anymore.
Then you hear a scream from inside of the workshop.
Oh, jeez. But, Bherg, what should I do?
Bherg, you just saw her somehow come back to life. She was like dying on her horse, and all of a sudden you hear the words from Ellowyn that sound almost supernatural, like or lilting or some kind of melodious. And you saw Kazra stir and just kind of sit up like she was just taking a brief nap.
Motivational words. Very powerful. We must fight Kazra.
Okay, alrighty then. And she's gonna put her lance like in I guess there's something hanging off of Horsey to put it in. She's gonna pull out her warhammer, and she is going to... Well, it looks like the leader is kind of doing stuff and things, so I guess we're gonna go take out that guy, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. She gets right up there, and she is gonna see the guy that hit her, and I'm gonna move Kazra over one tile though, and she's going to take a swing with her warhammer to try knocking that guy back.
Okay. The number red one. 25!
Yeah, red one. Okay. So that is 11 damage and pushed 10 feet back.
Yeah, these guys have pretty good armor, but you just absolutely crush a blow and just smashes back against the wall of this gnome fortress and just ragdolls and rolls right off of it, dead.
And after she does that, okay, so one of them's gone. That jerk face that hit me. Bherg, stick by me if you want to have some protection from my shield. And she holds it up and waves it at him. And that is the end of her turn. Oh, Horsey is dodging again.
Okay. I guess I'm going to ask you to roll on that table that apparently now you can roll on. Or the macro, I should say. There's still devices everywhere. Contraption looks like a big set of teeth. Tries to bite the character. 1d20 plus 4. Oh, those teeth. However, you are easily able to bat them away with your shield. All right, Pie.
All right, he is going to shoot at yellow number 1. Boss guy, I think.
Boss guy,
right?
yeah.
19 to hit.
Does hit the boss. Very armored boss, but 19 is good.
4, and he did take 3 damage on the other thing, right?
He sure
He
did.
had taken half.
You son of a bitch, he
All
sure
right.
did.
So 18.
Yeah.
But the tip of the arrow had little tiny seeds in it that kind of like instantly grow and hit him.
Okay.
So basically, the
We can have it be like a
ensnaring.
like a bola arrow, you know, like it's got the rope, maybe rope pieces
Yeah.
on it. It's kind of, you know, does that cool maneuver?
Yep.
You're basically Batman.
And,
I guess. We're going with Batman.
What was that sound again? What was that sound again?
So he has to make a strength save, or he is restrained.
Okay, which
And then while restrained, he takes damage.
Hobgoblin and
So he's on advantage. But I mean,
yeah, he does.
we've seen some of your rolls.
What a cool boss though! Like, oh, I got advantage on saving throws. Like, holy shit. Yeah, I didn't miss the insult too. Strength, let's go. 17.
All right, that's
17.
Plenty.
He is
So he makes
almost.
a little note. He's got a strength of these.
Yeah, he is. He's almost bloodied though. That one giant arrow shot definitely caught him off guard, and now he's kind of darting his eyes inside, thinking that might be a better move.
And that's my turn.
Okay. In fact, he may return the favor. Yeah. He's gonna be your nemesis now. He's gonna take out his bow with his own advantage and attempt to fire back and yell something in Goblin which only Bherg understands, which is, I don't know, something cool. It's like, your arrows are puny, mine are vicious and deadly. The 22 to hit
Sure does.
for 7 piercing and 5 poison, and he's going to try to fire that shit again, but an 11 is not quite going to do it. But then he is going to actually duck his way inside, which his allies are not happy about, because then they lose all those bonuses.
Come back here, you coward.
Yep.
Alright.
Goblin minion. This one, let's see. Go after Bherg. Yeah. Minion. Dagger. 12's probably not going to do it. He'll disengage and dance away. Let's see. Number 3 here technically is within 10 feet. But he's just going to charge with his sword over to where... I think the way mounted works, by the way, is you're kind of nebulously in all 4 tiles, since you can kind of switch around, so... and I hate attacking horses anyway, so they're going to focus on you. Unless of course you get within like a fire drake or something, then it's all bets are off. But we'll try to stab you with the long sword. 17, I think we figured out, does not quite hit you. Go to Elyas.
Right, Elyas is going to step out. Step out here. He is going to cast. I think that's it. He's going to cast Mirror Image and say Luna Davari, and he's going to have like 3 images of himself kind of swirling and moving around with this frosty glow, and he's going to take another 5, 10, 15, 20 and move there, and that's going to be the end of his turn.
Okay. You find that you're just outside of where this kind of chaos is with all the roaming gadgets and stuff, but you're pretty close to it. But you definitely draw the attention of several goblins as you suddenly conjure more of yourself. Bherg.
All right, Bherg looks behind him, sees that goblin, ducking and weaving and stabbing and poking. He says to himself, 3 of them can handle that one goblin. He needs to back up Kazra. So he is going to move forward. He'll get right here in between these 2. And which one of these have a ranged weapon? I think orange 1 has a ranged weapon.
Yes. And looks near death after the massive damage you guys have done previously.
Okay. He is going to attack her with his great club. Pretty much his bonk and stick. He does have disadvantage, though, since he is covered in goop.
Mm.
So let's put that on disadvantage. And let's see what happens. Nope. That's an 8.
8, yeah. And in fact, this goblin, you notice, is a little more seasoned and has more armor than the others.
Understood. Well, yeah, that's it for him.
It mocks you. Ah! Elyas, you've drawn the attention of some goblins, so they will come up and try to stab you. So you'll have to remind me how the mirror image thing works for this version, because I believe it's different.
This is I like this one. I've got the 3 images, and they're literally all kind of like floating around me. And if I get hit, then each one of my images rolls a d6, and if it's 3 or higher, they hit my image and not me.
Okay. 9, I totally missed anyway. Thank you, Marcus. I completely forgot about your clockwork contraption. You got the teeth coming at you. Do they hit? 21. I think they're going to clamp on. And deal 1d4 plus 3 bludgeoning damage. They do 4 bludgeoning damage. You get a set of mechanical teeth clamp onto you.
Ow.
Alright, so that goblin will disengage and run back a little bit. Can't get very far. Let's see. This one in here, at this point, you definitely hear more yells and screams from inside the building. In common, she basically says, like, unhand me! Get away! You nasty creatures! Let's see. Goblin number 1 could attack either one of you, but it's gonna be Bherg with a dagger. 19. Sounds like it's probably gonna hit. 6 piercing. Look at this. There you go. And he will do his nimble disengage 10, 15, 20, and run inside. Good old goblins. This one's dead. That one. This boss will actually pop out the corner under commands from the captain, which sounds like hold the door, basically. And will fire at Kazra with a short bow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's one of those.
Wow.
Nat 20.
Where is he shooting from?
Right at the doorway. Yeah. That is within 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna say, quit picking on her, and I'm going to. It's only 2.
So cutting. So how does cutting words?
I think it subtracts from the hit, but it would still be a crit.
Yeah, that's a good question. We have to look this up real quick. So I'm sure this has come up before.
Oh crap!
Yeah, I think the last time you
so
looked it up, it was still a crit because it still hit.
So we can't.
So you don't want to use cutting words because you wouldn't. If it's a
It's
crit,
not
that
gonna
always
do
hits
anything,
anyway, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why stuff like Silvery Barbs is so broken, because it's like a straight up reroll. Alright, so I only rolled 1 on the extra crit, so it's 6 plus 1, and it did have advantage, so that's another 3. So 10 damage.
That's a lot better than the 42 hit points you took earlier.
Yeah, these goblins don't have the
Poison.
The poison tipped arrows, yeah. And the second one looks like it actually hit, misses, sorry. Misses on that one, barely. Yeah, these guys are doing the damage. Number 1 here is still alive against all odds. You guys are going to kick yourselves when you see how many hit points this guy's been left with. And will attack Bherg without advantage. 12, try again. 13, also not going to work. And
13 hits.
Oh, my bad. I forgot you're a barbarian.
13 hits.
Lower AC. Ignore the other one, so it's just the 6 slashing damage.
Alright.
And then this one will also nimble escape and run inside. Basically forming like a wall. All right, Ellowyn.
Can I see the one that shot Kazra, or did they duck back inside?
That one is still at the doorway. That's this. Well, I don't actually know what you can see from your position. Let's see. The one that shot Kazra is right here. It's kind of just around the corner.
Okay.
But if you moved
have
like
line of...
slightly, you would be able to see it, I think.
Okay. If okay. So I'm gonna get up on top of the rock. Having no idea that there was a goblin on the other side there. And I'm actually going to lock eyes with the one that shot Kazra. And in response to that, I'm going to shoot a ranged attack back. I'm going to extend my hand with my quill and pretend like I'm shooting an arrow at it. And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt. This is my free casting of it. So that's a
Ooh, good roll.
24 to hit.
Definitely hit the goblin, yeah.
It does. I rolled really shitty damage, but 13 damage.
13 on 46. It's, yeah, a little low, I guess.
That's an average, yeah.
Pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Guiding Bolt still light them up for disadvantage?
Yes.
The next attack
on a
has
hit.
advantage, right?
Yep. Next attack roll made against it before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay, so I'll mark that. It's not this one. It's the one that's number 2. Is currently lit up, and that seems to be freaking the goblin out. It's visual for that one. It seems to be like trying to bat it away. And it's very bloodied. It took a big chunk of damage from that as well.
And then I'm going to duck back down. End of my turn.
All right, Kazra.
Okay, so Kazra is gonna see the guy right in front of her, and she is going to swing her Warhammer again. Let's see. And does an 18 hit?
Sure
that
does,
guy?
yeah. These actually, you notice with his armor on and I don't know if he's got a shield or something. He's got crazy high AC, but that does just connect.
So 12 damage and push him back into the wall 10 feet.
Once again, you ragdoll the body. You just connect and crash skull, and it just crashes into the wall and crumples.
And then Kazra is going to jump off of Horsey and tell Horsey to get back away from all the stuff that's flying out of the windows. And I'm going to use a second wind. So here we go.
Is that a third wind?
Another 13 hit points added on.
Wow.
And
so is that a new
let's
thing
see.
for 2024? They did more second winds?
Yeah, I get 3 uses of second wind at 4th level.
Wow.
So really big increase there. So plus
You rolled
13.
Really good both times so far.
And she is going to... Oh, she can't really move into the room, though, can she? Let's see. Okay, so the door's on a slant. Would I be able to kind of... Where that guy is, like, dead, would she be able to get onto that space?
Not quite there, because the doorway is actually pretty small, and then there's a huge upper... Not a huge, but like an upper balcony area above you. So these goblins down here are pretty much covering the entrance. What I'm trying to remember, though, is if there was any rules about moving into an enemy's space, if anybody can recall, because I do think there were rules for that, but I just don't remember what they were.
I don't recall on the top of my head.
Yeah, so I feel like that's something you probably could do, but I don't know if they
I think in the old version, it's just contested strength score, but I have no idea what they've done on the new version.
Yeah, it's something I don't remember. I don't even know where to look that up for like glossary purposes. It's not come up yet where we're blocking each other. Movement around other creatures. It's page 25. Let's see. Find something. You can pass through the space of an ally. Creature that's incapacitated condition, a tiny creature or a creature that is 2 sizes larger or smaller than you. Another creature's space is difficult terrain for you unless that creature is tiny or your ally. And you can't willingly end a move in a space occupied by another creature. So really it just says that it's difficult terrain. Another creature's space is difficult terrain for you. And as long as you don't
so
end
she's
up
just gonna
in their space.
So she moved. Let's see, 5, 10. She's moved 10 so far. So let's see, 15, 20, and she's going to move into this space over here.
Okay, you probably
And
would
her
take an
turn
attack
right
of
there.
opportunity from this number 2, if that makes sense.
But then
'cause-
I'll go up to this. No, I don't want to go up next to that guy.
Yeah, or you could end up
I'll
here and
take
not
the
take
attack
it.
of opportunity.
Okay, okay. Alright, so that one will attempt to... Wait, which stat block is that? That's the... I'm a goblin racist, they all look the same. Okay. It's that one. It's the stronger goblin, actually. So that one will try to attack you, which does have advantage, because it's attacks within the boss. 23. Only for 5 damage, though. They try to hold the line. Alright, but you've made it inside, which means I'm not going to make you roll for the contraptions, because they are, for the most part, not swarming around it in here.
Okay, do you want me to move Horsey somewhere specific, or just say
if you
she
move
moves
move
off?
the horse either down here or significantly to the, basically either all the way south or all the way west, she'll be okay.
Okay, cool.
You also see when you walk into this room, it is just furnished like a complete inventor's workshop dream. Tony Stark's house, I guess, with just inventions everywhere. I mean, the whole, it's just half house, half workshop. And then you see this gnome who's currently like wrestling and fighting back with like various like crazy gadgets and implements against these goblinoids. And some of them are like kind of ransacking the place, searching for something, while she's just kind of yelling at them and throwing things at them. Pie.
Alright, Pi is going to bow and arrow this guy. What's my... I can't ping. Yeah, there we go.
Number 3, yep.
14.
That will hit a lowly goblin minion.
Is he have damage?
He has not been damaged before, actually.
Alright.
These guys have been
Turn
just
that on.
nimbly disengaging and being a general pain in the butt.
For 11 damage.
And yet, 11 is enough to one-shot KO that goblin right in the head. Tunk. Just straight up.
And then no bonus action, but I'm going to move closer to here.
Okay. You guys have cleared most of the ones from outside, except for this one down here.
Yeah.
All right, the captain, man, Kazra, it's just moved into the hornet's nest here. The captain will growl at you, and again, Bherg, you understand it in Goblinoid, basically says, "You will meet your death in here, filthy human." As it, granting himself advantage, puts away his longbow and gets out his greatsword. Oh my gosh. Even when I don't roll crits, I'm like dancing
I
around.
want to check DM's dice real quick.
Notice how it's a +4. It's a +4 on these dice. This Hobgoblin Captain came to play.
Hot dice,
Also,
hot dice.
the sword also dipped in poison. 5 slashing and 2 poison damage, and then tries to do it again. All right, but then it swings wide, and you bring that shield up and deflect it. But you detect this, even though he is damaged, and a lot of the goblins around you are wounded. They are out for blood. And if any of you have any experience with goblins, Bherg, you probably have the most. These goblins do appear to be more organized, more vicious, using like tactics. Like, it's kind of disconcerting. This one down here will run up and attempt to stab at one of the Elyas things if he can. 16. Does that trigger the mirror image roll?
It does. So we're going to. And nope. So I actually get hit there. It needs to roll a 3 or higher. So I missed. The 1 is not. 2. I get 1 more. Hang on.
Oh, you're rolling the d. Okay.
Each one of the 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. So none of them are 3 or higher. So I would actually take the damage.
Oh, jeez. So we'll just say that it randomly chooses one of the targets and happens to be the actual you.
Ow!
4 piercing damage. And then nimbly dances away. Alright, that one is dead. And we go to Elyas.
Elyas is going to move up. And he was going to actually teleport into the room.
Oh,
but now Kazra's in the way, so I can't do that. So he's going to aim at that one. And with a magic missile, we're going on 8 points of damage to the leader.
Okay, right at the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Right, all 3 of them volley in. Alright, boss is officially bloodied. Starts barking orders to target. And actually does call out like mage. Oh, man. Alright, Bherg.
Alright, he can see it's kind of
Where's it?
it's a party right there in that doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any windows adjacent to the store?
You know what? I'm gonna reference the art thing.
Oh yeah, we do have that thing.
And see.
I don't see any actually.
Yeah, there's like a vent.
But there is a thing on top though.
There is a giant window on top. Yeah, if you can get to a second story.
How high can he jump?
Form some. Well, it's equal to your strength score. So, actually, I don't know vertical jump. I know that's like length jump. Man, get me having to look up all these rules this session. Let's see. What's a vertical jump? Jumping. When you jump, you make either a long jump or a high jump. See also long jump and high jump. Thanks, rules. Okay, so I want a high jump.
High jump. When you make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you're making a standing high jump, you could jump only half that distance. Okay. So 3 plus my strength modifier. Strength modifier is 6. So plus 3 would be 9. And it's a pretty easy 10 to get there.
Your strength modifier is 6?
Yes.
You got a 22 strength?
Yeah.
Oh, because of your range.
No, hold on. No, modifier. That's save. Modifier is 4. I'm sorry. Modifier is 4. Which would still make that a 7.
It says you can extend your arms half your height above yourself during the jump. I love that it specifies that. Thus, you can reach a distance equal to the height of the jump plus 1.5 times your height. So now we gotta calculate
how tall is Bherg again? Hold
everybody's
on.
height.
Hold on.
Come on.
So a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
All right. I'm pretty sure you're strong enough to get up to this window. How about that?
Okay. Because that's his plan. His plan
We got
is
Shaq up there going.
I mean,
his
come
plan,
on.
yeah,
I'm not
plan is
calculating.
to essentially run up, jump up. Either I don't think he can clear it. He's a big boy. I guess this is the gnome.
True.
Oh wait,
It's
he might be too big. He's a big boy.
What is your goal here?
My goal would be to run, jump up, do a freaking dive through the window, go through the window, roll, hit the ground, and stomp on somebody or land into an open area.
I think that is a good opportunity for an athletics check. To try and make it so you land in some way that doesn't damage yourself, and hopefully.
I mean, he's raging. You know, he doesn't
okay.
care. He's raging.
Okay, I'll give you. You have advantage anyway because of your rage.
I believe so. Let me double check, just in case rage has changed something.
Yeah, I think rage gives you strength check advantages.
When you make an attack, oh. No, I think it only says if I do an attack. It only applies to, yeah. I don't think it gives you advantage on checks now.
All right, well, I will give you advantage on it anyway. But that does.
Okay, well, let's see if he gets stuck like a dog going through the doggy door. Let's see. You said that was athletics?
Mm-hmm.
18. I don't have the disadvantage anymore, so that should be 18.
Okay. With an 18, I think you can definitely do an awesome just run, jump, kind of curl yourself maybe into a ball and then come out. And then you've got half a second to decide if you want to just roll, and you could end up, I'm actually going to move your token in there so you can see.
Yeah.
You can either roll and end up kind of just right next to her safely, or if you wanted to, you could tackle one of these goblins as you come in.
Yeah, we're going to land on the boss because he's right in front. Like based on where the hole is.
Yeah.
I think if I were to jump through and freaking body slam on top of the captain, that would make sense because momentum's carrying me through it.
All right, 18 would beat his AC, so I'm gonna have him get knocked prone as you fall on top of him, and I'm gonna deal 1d6 bludgeoning to both of you, basically, but you've got your rage on still. So you're both taking 4 bludgeoning damage, and then you just come in and just, like, pin him to the ground.
Mm-hmm. What has to be able to attack?
No, that's going to be a full action to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
I will give you inspiration, though, because it was fucking badass.
Oh, no, I haven't had a chance to use my inspiration yet.
We have heroic inspiration, which means you can award it to someone else who doesn't have inspiration.
Who needs inspiration? You. Wait, you get inspiration.
Kazra did see it. I don't think anybody else was able to see it. All right, and like Kazra, you are no longer in the contraption zone either. Being inside. Let's see, that one is dead. Warrior up here. At this point, will kind of tackle the gnome, and she kind of gets like knocked out a little bit as she goes flying over the desk, but that's his action. And you could tell that she was getting attacked this whole time, basically. This minion is going to attempt to attack Kazra. Advantage, because the boss is... Actually, yeah, he's only prone. He's not incapacitated, so he still grants advantage. With a 20... I'm going to use this fucking boss in every encounter now, I swear. 4 piercing damage, and then the disengage, run away. And then we've got this goblin who will attack Bherg. This is number 2. 18 should hit Bherg. For 10 slashing. And then 18 again. For 9 slashing. Tanks are getting brutalized up here. And then this boss will attack Kazra. Same thing, an advantage on scimitar. Ooh, that's gonna be a miss. And that's going to be a 21 for 6 damage. Ellowyn, you see Kazra had gone in there, shoved herself bodily inside, and then Bherg did a just athletic as hell, like leap into the building, and you've seen a lot of just, or heard a lot of cries of anguish, and still see goblin bodies within that building. And one right out next to you, out here.
I think since I ducked back behind the rock, I'm gonna just peek up, look around. I'm gonna seize on the other side of the rock, and I think I'm gonna jump up on top of the rock. And as I do, I'm gonna whip my hoopback off my back, spin it around, get it whirring, and then I'm gonna try to like jump down on him and hit him with my hoopback.
Okay. I will give you advantage on the attack since you are probably did not expect the little kender to come roaring at from down below.
Cool. Thank you. How do you switch? Oh, where it says automatic, you change it. Okay, to advantage. My hoopback. 20.
20 will hit for sure.
6 damage.
Okay. That was a particularly robust goblin, but it definitely takes that crack across the face and snarls at you angrily.
And I am going to. Well, I'm in melee with him, so I think at this point I'm just gonna risk it, and I'm gonna try to run the rest of my 25 feet towards the house. So I know he's probably gonna attack me.
Sure try.
Which is fine.
14.
Misses.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get all the way up there.
Okay.
End of my turn.
There are still a few gadgets on the battlefield, so I'm going to have you roll on that table. Even though I think there's no more goblins in the area. You got the chicken egg! 20 plus 4, which those chicken eggs don't miss. 23. Only does 2 damage, but you are covered. Oh, sorry I did this to your awesome clothing. Just nasty grease just covers your clothing and gives you upset disadvantage. I know. Alright, Kazra, facing down several goblins. Does the guiding bolt light, does that expire at some point? Or is it just the next person that attacks gets advantage? This is from like...
Actually, I think it expires now until the end of your next turn.
Yep, it has to be attack roll made against it before the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So
I don't think anybody actually attacked that guy since then. All right, so that goes away, but the captain is still prone.
Okay, I think Kazra's going to take advantage of the prone guy, and she's in awe of Bherg at this point. She's like, "Oh my God, Bherg, that was the coolest thing I have ever seen in my life."
Is Bherg glowing more? Because you've taken a lot more damage.
I was actually, on my next turn, now that he's at half health,
Yeah.
some stuff is happening.
Stuff is happening, all right.
Yeah, she's amazed by this, and she says, "Is it okay if I, the guy on the ground, is it okay?"
Kill him.
You got it. And she takes her warhammer, and with advantage, she is going to smack at him.
I may have to grab this as sound bite, Marcus.
I'm going to use my inspiration that Bherg just gave me to roll that again.
Yeah, boss is pretty well armored. 15's not bad, but surely you can do better. Oh!
My first crit.
Inspired by Bherg. Yeah. That's
Well,
very
let's see
appropriate.
what I can do with this. Okay, that's the regular damage only, or crit damage. Do I have to click crit damage? Oh, it's just 8.
Yeah, it didn't look like the first one
Okay.
rolled the crit. But, oh, the second one...
Yeah.
Let's see. The second one did roll 2d8.
2d8, 1 and 4, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Just rolled worse
So
on the
I
2d8.
guess... Yeah, I just rolled worse on it. You want me to roll
Here,
one extra die for the first one, or
let's
take
keep.
the second one?
We'll keep the first one and just give me another 1d8, and we'll do that for the crit.
Okay, 1d8.
That's mo better.
7.
So we'll do 18 total damage.
So 18.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use my last second wind to heal some more hit points.
Okay.
too.
Boss is looking real bad after that smash, which I guess still pushes him even though he's prone. Is that? He does like a hilarious slide
yeah.
across the floor.
Does
Yeah,
Bherg surf on him?
Do I have to choose? Like, is it something that I can do, or is it something that automatically happens? Because I think I would want to keep him more towards
True.
me and Bherg.
It's probably you may push, but I'm not actually. I haven't read the fine print on it. But I would hope you would get to
Okay.
choose because sometimes you probably don't want to push.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose not to then.
All right. That is fine with me. Look at you spending all the second wins. DM loves to see it. You haven't used Action Surge yet this fight, right? I don't think so. I think if it... Does Action Surge take a bonus
I'm going
action?
to do that right now.
Does it take a bonus
No,
action?
it doesn't take a bonus action.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
free action. We did have a short rest between
Use.
previous battle, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, then I got that back. Then yeah, I will use my action surge to do another attack with advantage because he's on the ground still.
Yep.
So let's see. Turn back on advantage and
What?
a second crit.
What? Oh, shit. Wow.
Another 18.
Or
Holy
18 more
crap.
damage.
Wow.
36, baby.
It's that I have that bigger hit crit range, 19 or 20 crits.
Oh, yes. You should be
That
critting like
was a
crazy.
big deal fucking roll right there.
Yeah,
it
those are my
was.
first 2 crits though.
They are. I have that in my stats. There's 2 crits. Yep. You just doubled the total number of crits this party has had, despite a lot of combat. And you being a champion fighter. Kazra, how do you destroy this goblinoid boss?
Okay, so the first hit like just kind of knocks the wind out of him, and then she takes her warhammer like a golf club and just swings right at his head and knocks him back knocks his head back into the table by the gnome.
Like a croquet, just crunch.
We need to
Oh.
put Big Bertha on that Warhammer.
Wait, so you popped his head off?
Oh, the warhammer is already called it's already called Smashy. It's named after her pet goat.
Smashy smash. Yep, Bherg, you see that and probably get sprayed with some blood.
Evil hook, Grun.
Well, Kazra, I would say
Wait,
that's...
one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to move into position 2. I'm going to move up here, so I'm within 5 feet of Bherg.
Okay. Finally get your protection ability thing. Well, I'd say getting double back crits and defeating the boss is definitely worth inspiration in my book. I don't... Did you just got inspiration or did you spend it, though?
I got it from Bherg, spent it, and
Spent
then
it,
just
and just
the
now
new
got it.
one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Excellent. All right, there's still a few goblins on the field, though, Pie. Including one still back here next to you guys.
I'm gonna shoot him. Absolutely. Poorly.
Poorly.
That's it.
A 2's not great. It's
Boy,
gonna
it's
be
not.
my
That's
hero
not. That's not
goblin.
gonna work. But I'm gonna move to here,
Okay.
and that's it.
That one... You know what? That one did not get the memo that the boss went down, so he's going to still attack. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll go after Pie, feeling sneaky that Pie missed. Here comes my crit. Now 14.
No.
I thought I could wheel everything and then disengage. Elyas.
Delith. And we're going to little magic missile action again and go bam, bam,
Yeah.
and bam.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do 2. That actually kills this guy who had 1 hit point for the longest time and has done so much damage, you guys. Oh, I can't wait for folks to watch this and be like, fuck, why don't they attack? And that magic missile also finally slams and kills this guy back here. These goblins have been so much fun. They're just, I mean, they're goblins. They got like no hit points, but they do some serious damage with that boss around. All right, you killed 2 goblins with that magic missile volley, and then the third one is sagging and looking real bad and looks absolutely wide-eyed at the fact that Kazra just 1-2 KO'd the boss as well.
And I think that he is going to move to here, and then that'll be my turn.
All right, Bherg. There's still 3 goblins in this building, I think.
What is their current standing? Or do they look like they're about to run? Do they look scared? What do they look like at the moment?
Yeah, these goblins, I mean, as I mentioned, have looked a lot more militaristic. They're wearing this the colors and emblem of the dragon army. So they've been acting a lot more tough and tactical and intelligent. But you notice with the boss going down and in such a violent and effective method that they're kind of wavering right now. This one is already very injured and saw it up close, and the other 2 realize they've this building does not look like it's a fire code. There's no other exits, and you guys are actually blocking the exit, so they're also looking at that. That's a problem.
Yeah, I think Bherg looks around, and at this point, yeah, he's covered in cuts and bruises, and instead of blood, again, there's light coming out, and now that he's at half health, like that drum music is getting louder.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks around, and maybe the goblins might actually, they might kind of recognize it.
Yeah.
But he looks around and he says, "Your leader is dead. Lay down your arms, and you may live. Do not, and you will die."
You can actually make an influence action. And you can use...
He says that in Goblinoid, by the way.
Yes. Well, I'm definitely going to give you advantage because of the situation. If you want to do intimidation or persuasion...
I have a +4 to intimidation, so we'll do that one. Ooh, not bad.
23. Okay. Your words absolutely cut them to the bone, and they look at each other basically. Would you told them to throw down their weapons or something?
Yeah.
They comply. They throw down their weapons and kind of awkwardly stand there, like they're not used to surrendering, but they're just kind of like doing this.
Yeah, he'll point at them. He'll say, You, in the corner, do not move. I will deal with you shortly.
I love this voice.
And then he takes his great club and he touched it to his forehead. And he says a little word to calm himself. And he does this thingy. So that's going to use 1. Get to roll a d12 and I get to heal that.
Gods. Okay. Is this the subclass thing, or which is this?
Yeah.
Okay. Divine entity helps ensure you can continue the fight. Bherg, famously anti-gods. and yet exhibits godlike blessing powers. Pool of 4d4 you can spend to heal yourselves. Most actually can expend dice in the pool, roll them, and regain a number of hit points equal to the roll's total. Okay, so kind of a second win for barbarians.
Yep, pretty much. Brand new.
Okay, with Bherg effectively cowing the remaining goblins. I mean, the rest of you can decide if you what you want to do with them, but otherwise they throw down their weapons. It's these three, I believe, and they all like huddle in a corner. And I have taken you guys out of initiative. You do note that the gnome is slumped in the corner, like unconscious.
I want to dash in
Okay.
and immediately rush over and use my feet. And I'm going to, where is it? Where is it?
Kicker.
Inventory. We're going to use one of my healer's kits. And I can actually heal that. I got way too much going on. Where is that? It's a D8 is what I get to do.
Gnome-sized chair. Absolutely destroying it. Some of them are probably pretty nice little inventions. There might be like a cool like wheelchair device that's like powered in some way. And I'm trying to imagine what kind of inventions would be in here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably something that like pulls books off the shelf.
So if the gnome is unconscious, then she's stabilized, and if she's up, she can use a one of her hit die heals, and you roll that +2 with my proficiency bonus.
So she slowly comes to, and her immediate reaction is you expect her to be like groggy and wounded, but her eyes snap open, and she immediately begins scrambling backwards and grabbing at like the nearest invention and ready to power it on, and says, "No, get away, get away!"
We're cool. We're cool. We have your problem well at hand. And he looks over his shoulder at Bherg, who's got the 3 goblins backed in the corner.
Yeah. She looks around at all of you, and her eyes kind of go wide, and she's like, "What? Who are you? You're not with them?"
Elyas Starglow from Vogler. Where your contraption has laid waste to my hometown.
She goes, Vogler. That's pretty close by. My contraption. She thinks for a second. She's like, "Who are you? You're not from that army or the woman with the eye?"
Woman with the eye, and I look over to Ellowyn and raise like an eyebrow, like kind of questioning, not sure exactly what she means.
Yeah.
I think Ella would kind of saddle up and sit down next to her. I'm assuming she's still kind of. You said she's on the ground, kind of skittering away.
She probably sat up at this point.
What can you describe this woman for us, please? Please. And I'm like ready to like draw it into my book.
Okay.
As she describes this person.
Oh, well, she was wearing that fancy armor that these goblins were wearing, but fancier even. She had shock white hair and just had this very intense look about her. I couldn't look at her very long. She had a glowing eye in one of her eyes. It kind of, I don't know, it didn't seem like any kind of invention, I'll say that. But then she started talking about how she wanted one of my devices. One of the ones I designed to just clear fields and brush. And she had some specifications. Wanted to make it look all fancy, I guess.
And you did this for her?
Well, yeah, she paid me to. That's what people do.
As she was describing what this woman looked like, is this the woman that we saw in our vision when we had that interaction in the forest?
Yes. Yes, when you sketch it out, your memory kind of goes back to that.
I'm gonna tightly close my eyes, and anyone really close will see Elo she just tenses up completely. And as my eyes are kind of pressed shut, a vision of this woman is going to exude from the page of my journal. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion. And it's like my vision is coming to life from my dream. And
nightmare.
I'm just going to say, is this her?
She looks wide-eyed at that, and she's like, "Wow, that's a neat trick. What do you got doing that? I've tried experimenting with," and she kind of goes off on these like technical invention terms. But she does seem to confirm that is the same person. Yeah, she paid me for that device and paid for some modification, so I made him. And then she told me that she would pay me for any other devices that I could make. So, that's what I do. I invent and design devices. And then these goblins show up saying that I need to turn over the weapon. And they're not willing to pay. And besides, I didn't even make a weapon.
What did you make?
Ooh. And she stumbles over despite some of her injuries and produces this contraption that looks like a bunch of horns and like pistons and pipes. It's about the size of her as a gnome, I guess. It kind of fits up as like a big, like one of those big like hiking backpacks, I guess. She says, I call this a fargab. It can be used, and she produces a second device that looks the exact same. It can be used to speak over long distances. I've invented telecommunications. That's how the inventions work. I get inspired, and I gotta make it.
Did she give you instructions on what she wanted?
She said she wanted something similar to the last one. Something that was let's see, what did she use? Something that could cleanse fields or something. I don't know. I got distracted and my mind started racing about this other invention, though.
Kazra kind of pokes her head up and says, "Do you think that the field clearing thingy might have been that dragon that we fought?"
Oh, dragon? Yeah, I guess it kind of did look like a dragon. Pretty scary looking.
Oh yeah, it was. You did a great job on that.
Super sincere. I love it. Oh, Oh, okay. So you all saw that, and that's why you're here? Well, I don't get a lot of, repeat customers. That's wonderful. I suppose I should do maybe some more advertising or something. I'm really bad about that. I really need to promote my work. Do you all want something like that? And for the goblin mess. Gosh. Here, why don't you have this? And she points to the Fargabs.
I usually yell if I just need to talk long distances. Sorry.
Oh, this can go a lot further than yelling, though. Miles and miles away.
I didn't know I can yell really loud.
If we were to examine the thing, would this be like an Arcana check, or to kind of get an idea for exactly what it does, or do we just ask her what it?
You could just ask her. Yeah, she explains. Yeah. She's more than happy to explain about it. But yeah,
looks like one of those big backpacks that they wore during World War II.
Yes, exactly. And you can wear it like a backpack, and you can speak into it. Basically works like a sending stone. You can give a message, and another creature within 18 miles can hear it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can talk to each other.
How much does that thing weigh?
It's probably not comfortable, but like I said, I think it's similar to a heavy backpack.
So one of our bigs has to carry it.
Right.
Yeah.
Kazra and Bherg.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make pie.
This looks like a job for Horsey.
Horsey.
We need that on a t-shirt.
This looks like a job for Horsey. Good.
Did you know that dragon that you made for her? Did you know that it was going to hurt people?
She scrunches up her face and says, "Hurt people? No. It's for clearing brush and weeds. Good for field work. I have a lot of farmer clients, so I make a lot of farm equipment."
Well, it actually killed both of us, and I'll point to me and Elyas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it spit fire at us, and yeah, we fell over dead.
Oh, goodness. Well, you don't want to be in front of it for sure. That's dangerous. You look remarkably well for being dead, though. She starts poking and prodding you.
I literally face palm What else are you working on, or were you asked to work on?
Well, that's pretty much been it, I guess. This is quite the invention, I think. Being able to talk over long distances like this. But I guess these goblin creatures weren't very happy with it, or with me. They kept shouting about needing the weapon. I don't make weapons. I make advancements of science.
Did we piece together that the weapon that she's talking about was the dragon, or is this something else that she's talking about?
Something new, right?
So she has explained that she did make the device, the boiler track, but that she was not aware of what it was being used for, or if that was even its original intention. And then she was told to make another device of a similar power level, but then she just ended up making this other device instead. And the army, these goblins were sent to retrieve whatever she made, but they were unhappy with what they ended up, with what she ended up making. And They were just
So she made the far gab instead of what they
instead.
asked for.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You do recall that the council was hoping to learn about what was her involvement with that device, which you all now confirmed, and B, if they could have her come to Kalaman just to get more of her like insight, assuming she wasn't like, an agent of the army or the Dragon Army or something. So they basically wanted you to bring her in.
So we flash our badge that who was
Ma'am,
that that gave it?
coming with us.
Yeah. That Vendry, was it? The marshal?
Yes.
Yeah. And say we've been asked to bring you back, and I look over at Pi and I go, little help here.
By the way, we're cops. Just flash the badge.
No.
I'm a tree gnome. I haven't seen gadgets like this.
This is true.
I mean, I'm just in awe of all the inventions. I like to tinker, but I tinker with like wood and whittling and seeds.
Some of you have been bitten by some of these inventions or stabbed.
Yeah.
Were
I
they
don't know if
still
I would carry any
working?
favor.
When she went unconscious, were those things still working?
Yeah, they were just self-automated. And only lately do you see out there that some of them are kind of like dying down. They seem to have like a limited, whatever was powering them, basically. Almost the equivalent of like wind-up toys. They have just a gear system, just long enough for combat.
Go watch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
About that time, pop, 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 my 3 images disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right this way, ma'am.
Oh, what, well, bad. See what that says, Kalaman Special Forces Army. Oh, okay. You're with, Kalaman. Well, sure. I deal with Kalaman all the time. Am I under arrest? Ellowyn's like,
No?
yes, absolutely.
You have been marked as a person of interest.
Yep. We need to take you in for some questioning.
Well, I mean, we need her help, right? Not like we've been asked to just acquire her.
Right. Well, that's what she's asking. Yeah, she's like, am I under arrest? You have to tell me the charges if I'm under arrest.
I bet that rich guy from Vogler would really like to buy some of her inventions too. We could probably talk to him and he would be like, yeah, I'll give you all the money that you need to make inventions there.
Oh, yeah, sure.
These rich guys that have money, they would probably just give it, right? Because they don't need all of it.
I have some clients, sure. In Kalaman, like I said, mostly farmers. A lot of the city folks, they don't like the inventions too much. Some of the inventions, they cause a lot of smoke and fire and grease and noise and stuff. But that's just all part of the process. Science. Oh, I found this guy's head. Tips down and picks it up.
Oh, sorry about that. Do you want me to clean up a little bit? I can do that.
Ah, heck. Let's just go to Kalaman. I'll grab some stuff. This place is a mess. And she runs around and grabs a few things, and she indicates that you guys can take the far gabs.
What is Bherg doing with his friends in the corner there?
Just staring at them the whole time.
He's going to start doing some interrogating.
Hmm.
Light interrogation, though. Essentially,
Light like L-I-G-H-T or L-I-T-E?
yeah, L-I-G-H-T.
Let me know if you need any help.
He's essentially just telling him, like, hey, your boss is dead.
Yeah.
Due to goblin tradition, I am now your boss. What are you doing here?
They look at each other and says, "Their orders. Get weapon from gnome."
What
Bring-
did this weapon look like?
Look at each other. Don't know. Some gnomish thing. Maybe big, like last one. Dragon, fire, something.
Where were you to go once you found this weapon?
Oh, bring back. Far. To, town by, river. Army. Conquered.
And is that the Vogler?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would be able to infer that pretty easily.
Okay. Your leader is dead. Do you have kin to return to?
One of them who's acting a little more brave kind of thrusts his chin up and says, "The goddess is our kin now. She is the big boss." And the army will sweep over these lands.
Lot to infer from that. What about you, little one? Or you? Do you have a mouth to feed? That the goddess does not put the food in already?
No others. Just the army now. All kin in the army now. Many goblins. For greater glory.
Were you recruited willingly or by force?
Some willing.
Were you recruited willingly or by force?
Yes, very willing. Especially after soldiers come and kill former boss. We sign up very quick after that. Very willing.
Oh, my mouse died. I'm like, why is this thing not opening? Wow. My apologies, my mouse has died. That's funny. I'm like, why is my character sheet opening? What is going
Your
on?
character's just standing there like, I'm sorry, I can't move right now.
I'm just T-posing. I'm just T-posing right now.
We are
somebody else talk. Hold on.
we are way over our break time, so why don't we actually take a break real quick for 10 minutes, and then we will come back to some downtime interrogation following this very big battle.
All right.
All right, folks. We are coming back from our break time. And we have finished a lengthy siege of this gnome inventor's workshop. We've been able to chat with her and been able to chat with some captured goblins. I think we're deciding on what to do maybe with the goblins. And then it sounds like Rookledust, which you didn't ask, but her name is Tatina Rookledust, is more than willing to just leave everything and pack up some belongings and head to Kalaman.
We were also looking at like this. Is this like a shed over here on the side?
I suppose so. So this, I should mention, a lot of these maps that I'm using are not provided from the official book. Instead, these are from Tessa's Maps, which is a product. It's a whole series that provides maps for a lot of the official books on the DM's Guild. I think I linked to it on the description, just so folks out there know where these maps come from. I've been using them for several sessions. Every time that we use a battle or a skirmish that's not one of the main things from the book. So that's where this is. So all of that extra art stuff is just from that, basically. So yeah, there's a shed here, but it doesn't have any, I guess, primary significance in the story.
Well, I mean, if because the goblins were here for something, not her, right? The goblins were here for something.
Yes,
so
yes.
maybe
I would love for Pi to check out that shed, and you realize it's an outhouse.
Nice.
And Pi doesn't come back for another 10 minutes.
Is that 2 short rests?
Could be.
A short rest and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys could short rest while you're in here as well, although it is also getting late, and Tatina does seem like she wants to go back to Kalaman. So if you guys want to head back there, you certainly can also.
How long is it for trip from here to Vogler?
That is a good question. How many miles away are we from here? Let's see. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. You're probably looking at least 30 miles. I think.
Okay, so that's about a day's walk, I think.
4, 5. Yeah, maybe about 30 miles to the river at least.
And we're pretty close to the big city.
Well, isn't it dark right now?
It's
Wasn't
getting
it, like,
it's probably evening.
dusk?
It's probably dusk right now. You think if you leave right now, you could make it to Kalaman right when it's getting like really dark.
And sounds like 2 of the goblins were like, "Oh yeah, our families with the army," and one of them was just like, "The goddess is life."
Yeah, that's the gist you're getting.
Okay, how beat up is the one that said the goddess is life?
Actually, go back to that map. That one is actually at full health.
Full health.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one that actually was tussling with the gnome and had like thrown her over the counter and knocked her unconscious.
Okay. You two, you may leave.
Mm-hmm.
You, let us have a word over here. Pointing at the Red 4.
Yeah, the other 2.
I'm assuming Red 4 was the one that was like, the goddess is life, and the other 2 were like, man, I got family's back at the camp.
Right. Yeah, they're not necessarily true believers. Yeah, they don't hesitate when you say they can leave. They kind of give a little bit of a look around, and they just kind of rush outside, practically bumping into Kazra and Pi. Nimbly kind of dancing around you. Assuming you guys don't attack them, they will do everything they can to disengage and just run, not looking back.
He'll look at the other one, and he says in Goblin, pretty much saying, "Hey, does your heathen goddess still believe in honor and Mokra, or honorable battle?"
The hobgoblin will nod slowly at you and glance.
So you still have some honor.
You see that he glances at the sword that he threw down earlier, and then back at you.
He'll reach down, pick it up, and walk out with it, expecting him to follow.
Okay, he does.
Do we anticipate a battle's going to happen here? A showdown?
All you see is Bherg is just leading this guy out, and Bherg's holding his weapon, and he is like holding his head up. He's a hobgoblin, just a very large, armored, powerful version of a goblin.
He will hand him his sword and then say in Goblin, for our ancestors, we fight for honor.
Okay. He will respond in kind and says, "For the goddess will bless me in this battle."
Bherg will grimace, but he'll let it slide.
Give me a dexterity check. See who gets to strike first.
Oh no! Oh, that's at a -1. That's not bad.
All right, you get to strike first. You're gonna go, and then the hobgoblin's gonna go, and then if anybody else wants to do anything while this is happening, you can. Ooh, a 20 for 8 damage. All right.
Yeah, so he's at the same moment he unslings his great club, just in the side of the head.
Nice. Yeah, just cracks him before he even has a chance to react or deflect. He stumbles backwards and then just kind of puts a giant hand and kind of wipes away the blood and snorts, and then takes his sword and attempts to strike at you back. 21.
That's it.
For 11 slashing damage.
All right, take that down to 5.
Are you still raging?
Oh no, part of the attack was sorry. I did. Does it show that I did the rage on there?
I don't actually get anything in the chat window.
Yeah, because there's a little effect name, like a little clicky thing. I assume that when you click it over, it does stuff.
That'd be
Is
nice.
it even counting it? Okay, it is, because it added the 2 for the grit globe damage.
Okay.
No, hold on.
It does
It's
say
not.
rage +2.
It's not, because I rolled a 2 and then it adds the 6, so it didn't add the 2 rage damage on there. I need to figure that out, how to get that to show where it can add it on there automatically.
Well, if you click on the details, it says strength bonus +4, rage +2. Right? So that's where the +6 comes from on the great club damage.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I think that part's
actually,
working.
the detail. Okay, no. So the details is where it has it.
The bummer is that it just doesn't tell me you're raging. So I don't know if there's a button you can push just to put something in the window to let me know.
Yeah, because it shows that I was raging there when I did it, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's an actual thing to say, hey, I have started raging.
Okay.
I think I just have to click.
Or just let me know, I guess.
What? Damn, there's not even there's no
send a chat window thing for it.
Yeah, like the chat window thing there's not an option next to it.
Yeah. Everybody else, I love that this is the short rest. Everybody's just watching this while short resting and tending to their wounds, and you're just having this fucking Klingon battle over here.
This is a question for Marcus. Would we have any inkling whether or not Bherg would want any sort of advantage or boost or help in any way? Or do we just know that you want us to just step back and watch?
It depends on if you guys have interacted with Bherg while he's been kind of on the side. If so, you guys would have definitely learned that he is not about healing. He is very about strength and honor. And this is 100% one of those type of things where he said before, lay down your weapons and you may leave. Interrogated them, lets them leave, but he's not going to kill this man in cold blood after saying, I'm going to let you leave. So he's saying, hey, since it was my word and I'm going to have to go back on it, I'm going to give you a fighting chance. I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to slaughter you like a pig.
Mm.
We're going to fight man to man, even if you're a filthy, goddess-loving dragon person. So we're going to fight. But I don't think it's come up yet, which may be a conversation that might happen.
And some of you may want to help him if you see him take this vicious blow, regardless of how he would feel also. But I will give everybody a chance to react to this or not if they want before Bherg takes his next swing. You did notice, at least I would imagine it shows up somewhat visually, that you did rage as you did that first strike.
Yeah, because
So-
again, he still has the hits on him, because essentially when he stops raising, the hits go from not glowing anymore to just like a scar, essentially.
Yeah.
He's still, damaged,
Yeah.
so to speak, but he's not like, but essentially once he activates it again, his rage, whatever hits he gets after that, those ones start glowing again. Yeah, after that hit, you see it glowing on him.
Yeah.
Should we stop them from doing this? I mean, they kind of gave up, right?
We don't know what he said, right? Because he was speaking in Goblin the entire time.
Shoot.
Possibly.
Yeah, actually, I think it was, because I didn't ask him if they speak common. He just assumed Goblin, then we speak Goblin. Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like he willingly gave him the sword. I don't know. I've never seen anything like that before, but I didn't. It's making me really nervous, and I kind of want to help, but I don't know what to do, and so I'm just gonna stand here next to you.
Yeah. If Rookledust comes out, she'll be like, that one sure likes to fight a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Bherg. Yep, let's get another attack. 11 is not going to hit the armor.
Mm-mm.
Any inspiration use or no?
Oh, wait. I got inspiration. Yeah, let's use some of that. Let's start using some of that. We got it. Inspiration. We'll unclick that. And we'll try again. Hey, that's
20
better.
will hit the well-armored goblin. Dear goodness.
This time we did use Divine Fury.
Divine Fury is...
Divine Fury.
Yeah. The fury, you're furious at the divine. That's what it is.
Yeah, there it is. Fury at the Divine.
Fury at the divine. You're furious at the divinity. Absolutely crushes the hobgoblin skull. Goes down in a brutal, bloody smash. Body crumples to the ground.
Okay. So yeah, Bherg would exhale nice and long. Again, tap his weapon to his head to gain D12. Just to get a little bit extra. Okay, 4. We'll take that. And then he'll begin burial rites.
I gotta give you inspiration again. That was too cool to be able to just have a fucking one-on-one, like a post-battle duel for the honor.
He said he was gonna let him go. He wasn't gonna kill him.
I love it. I love it.
And he had nobody to go back to.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, because the guy could have lied, but
sent you back to the goddess now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You've got the Fargabs. You've got Rookledust, who, without asking, climbs on top of Horsey. Behind you, Kazra, and says, "That's a little more organic than I'm used to, but this seems like it could work."
She's not organic. She's a horse.
I don't know how she would respond to that. That's fucking awesome.
Amazing.
I love it. Yeah, you guys can.
I do not understand any of that.
It's very, very true. You all can make your way back to Kalaman. It takes a couple hours, and by the time you get back to the city, it is basically dark. But as you come back, you'll notice that the castle area, which you go to where your lodgings are, and that's where you can turn in Rookledust. It's pretty busy, despite it being pretty late at night. And Darrett finds you guys almost immediately. And he quickly explains that the scout that you all had rescued from the other encounter had returned and has met with the council, and that the council is busy drawing up plans to like gather up their kind of patrols that are in the area and meet at this. Basically, try to locate and meet the army now that they know the army is kind of split up and trying to cut them off. Darrett also says that he's been swiftly promoted and now acts directly under Marshal Vendry, and basically has an awkward, bit where he basically says he's your boss now. But that quickly dissipates as he says that they've received a report that one of their eastern forts on the eastern border has been taken by the Dragon Army, and he would like to loop you all in directly to that mission. But he notes that you all are very tired. And he wants to hear all about your trip. He obviously sees the gnome there and invites her to stay at the castle, and you all can get the benefits of a long rest now that you're back at Kalaman in the castle. So I know a bunch of you all just did the short rest thing, but you can go ahead and get the long rest. And then the next
humans get
good.
The humans get another inspiration every long rest. So can I give that to someone else during the long rest?
If it's heroic inspiration, then I think that's the rule. Yeah, you can always give heroic inspiration out. God, half of you are humans too. This is gonna get nuts.
Yeah. Let's see. Do either Pi or Ello need some inspiration?
I don't know if it's heroic inspiration though that we get for variant human.
Yeah, that's what I would look up. That's the key word. But I don't know if does regular inspiration even exist, or is it all heroic inspiration? Let's look it up.
And remind me again on the character
it is heroic.
sheet.
Yep, it is. You gain heroic inspiration whenever you finish a long rest. So no, it is heroic inspiration.
If it's black and the red dots are not lit up, that means we don't have it, correct?
As a spell slot?
No, up at the top where it has the inspiration button.
Oh.
If you see red dots,
Yeah,
you
red
have
stars or have it. Yeah, the white
Okay.
with the
then
black inside is you don't have it.
Got it. I don't have it
it. So
either.
I have empty stars.
Okay. Well, I can give you one.
How much help Ello was giving Kazra during the battle, she is going to hang out with Ello before they do their long rest and kind of chat about the battle and all that kind of stuff to give her the heroic inspiration.
Thank you.
During the
I was
trip,
very inspired by you.
Elyas is going to get Pi off to the side, and I never thanked you properly for helping me when I got torched back at Vogler, and he pulls out a potion of healing out of his pouch and he hands it to him.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you. These are potions that you make, or no?
No,
Or you
actually, I bought 2 of them when I was in Kalaman before we left to go out to find the missing scouts. One for me and one for you is what I was, just to pay you back.
Perfect.
I think Seer is the only one that can craft the potion because of having
Herbalism, I think.
that proficiency in herbalism, yeah.
The next day, you all can obviously you're already at the castle, so you meet with Darrett, who has arranged a meeting with Raven, Mayor Raven from Vogler. And Darrett, where is it? I should have the Darrett picture for this. Actually, I should put you on the Kalaman map too.
We are.
Oops.
Or no, I'm sorry,
you're on
we're not.
the this map. That's the one. Darrett, where did you go? There's Darrett. And Raven is over here. All right. And Darrett arranges a meeting between you all and Raven. And Raven nods and says, we've received reports that one of our outposts near the eastern border has been seized. Wheel Watch outpost is about 24 miles southeast of here. The fort helps supply Kalaman patrols around the region and acts as a vanguard against, well, the danger that we thought was in the east and is now all around us. I have been, she nods at Darrett, given command of a small force to retake the fort, but that's exactly the sort of thing the fort is designed to repel. We'd be slaughtered before those gates ever opened. And then Darrett kind of steps up and says, unless you all could maybe slip inside and open them for us. You all have extraordinary abilities, most of which I can't explain. We could use your help with this.
Actually, I could probably take care of that with a spell that I have.
That would be great. We can, Raven can march out with the force. And I'll be honest, it's only about a dozen or so soldiers. Most of them are going to be heading out west. And a bit of an inexperienced group. But their heart's in the right place. And you remember he's been working as training a lot of soldiers. Excuse me, I had to sneeze real bad. But you all can get there. You can travel faster and perhaps do a bit of reconnaissance on the fort. We do have some information, of course, since it is our outpost, or was. And he unfolds a map, which your DM did in MS Paint.
That's awesome. I love it. It's like you're drawing it on the ground, on the dirt.
Yeah.
Tells the fat guy to go deep.
Yep. Well, the book says, produces a sketch of the outpost. And I was like, where's my sketch of the outpost? I don't see that anywhere. They did not give me one.
Handmade drawings are some of my favorite things to do.
There you go. I know you all just got back from some pretty dangerous missions, but if you're willing, we'd like to get this done as soon as possible. And this, and he points to the Fargabs. If I will just say you already told him about it. We'll skip that part. If this can do what that gnome said it can do, that could be pretty helpful in this situation to communicate.
So they'll be just
tested
a few
that-
miles behind us.
Yeah, they don't travel nearly as fast. I figure you all would be a little more adept at traveling and be able to do some recon before they get there. And hopefully, if you can find a way to perhaps slip inside, over, under, through, however you want to do it with your magic, and he kind of nods at Elyas, or whatever means, and try to open the gates That would give the army a chance to take the outpost. We don't know how many are in there.
So how long is it going to take us to get to the outpost?
Let's see. You said it was how far away?
24 miles, so 8 hours.
24 miles. Yeah, it's almost about a day away, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, I know that the foregap says it only works up to 18 miles.
Well, the army's not going to be back at the city. They're coming also to the outpost. They're just hoping that they don't want to march the army up to the outpost. Basically, they want to keep the army back a ways, essentially, and let you guys come in, do some recon, try to open it up, do what you can, and then you can notify the army. But again, the army, they said, is like a dozen inexperienced soldiers, so it's not like a huge force they can't afford to send out. But Darrett's like, I know you guys are worth like, he whispers, I wouldn't say this in front of the troops, of course, but you all are worth like, 4 of them. I don't have a whole lot of magic users or Bob's like, pump those numbers up, man. Come on. All I do is win, no matter what. You see this shield? It means I'm a winner.
We're supposed to just give Garrett the word when we've already taken it, or like before we go in, and then have him like arrive at the time that we're like taking down the gate, try to time it, or
Darrett says he
plan
actually
then?
has orders to stay at Kalaman, but Raven is being sent out as the commander of the force. But it's up to you how you all want to do it. He just kind of looks at the Fargab and agrees that it could be used. He's just assuming you guys have a way, have ways about you to get in better than a small, inexperienced force could hope to.
It makes sense if we're like 5 miles in front of them or so.
Yeah.
Should be close enough.
Yeah, and you can
Okay.
you can tell him instructions and all that. Raven's willing to work with you guys, obviously, on that.
It fires at night, all the basic rules.
Yeah. Spy's already in ranger mode. It's like, I got this.
Well, let's get this outpost back then. We can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. The all 4 of the corner fortifications have alarm horns. So try not to be seen. And the northwest tower is twice as tall as the rest. It's an outpost designed to see the area. So also could be a little tricky. As I said, we don't know how many are in there currently. And we're also not sure if there are any survivors of the outpost when it was taken. If there are, certainly would like to prioritize saving them. But that
Maybe some subterfuge would work. And he looks over at Ello and winks. Maybe another little trick like you pulled a couple days ago would work.
She's already thinking like the quills on her chin. Go,
No time like the present.
Yeah, Derek will. Yeah, after you guys agree, he will disappear into Marshal Vendry's office and come out, and he's like, I stashed away some of these, thinking you all would need some replenishments, and he hands over 2 more potions of healing. I wish we had more to spare, but I mean, we're basically in the middle of a war right now.
I have 1 on me.
Nice. Who wants potions? I don't give out magic items very often.
I mean, Bherg wouldn't be, he wouldn't be, against a healing potion. That's natural.
All natural ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
I have
At least they
one,
used to
so
be.
I'm good.
They used to be, yeah. I don't make them like that anymore. They got this nasty, like syrupy
Mm-hmm.
taste. Like, I got an aftertaste.
Got this weird divine flavor into it. I don't know what flavor that is.
Feel dirty.
Those are my 2 important rolls.
Okay.
Does Kazra have a potion of healing?
Yeah, Kazra does have a potion of healing. And before they leave town, she's going to go up to Derek and say, I'm really looking forward to seeing you when we get back.
Derek grins and kind of blushes a little bit. Says, yeah. I mean, it's, I've been doing my best here. Just really putting myself into the work. I can't, if I think too much about what we went through, I just don't like to think about it. But I'm hoping this makes a difference. This will make a difference. Anyway, you be careful out there, okay?
Yeah, you too, Derek.
I assume you guys want to give Raven the other Fargab, and then if whoever of you wants to wear the other one, that big, very obvious like backpack of pistons and horns and stuff with a little, like you said, like a World War II radio.
I think Bherg will probably offer to carry it since it seems pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not the fastest or most nimble anyway, so.
It's the same size as Spy, so
I was like, nah, miss me on that one.
it'll be Dragon.
Yep. All right, so feeling fresh and refreshed and getting at least a good night's sleep, you all head out, this time in a different direction. You've pretty much been out all the different directions and entrances and exits from Kalaman, this time heading south and east. You and the army can kind of head out near the same time, but obviously you guys can make a lot faster ground than an army can. And you soon kind of leave them a little bit behind. But you guys can stay easily within, 18 miles was the range? So technically you guys have like constant communication, and you could probably play around with it. I'm sure Raven is utterly fascinated with this. I mean, these are, people know gnomish inventions are a thing, but like you don't, the average person doesn't really interact with one very often. Maybe like see one once in a while. I guess if you're in a city, you would see them more often. But you guys can definitely play around with that, and much to the annoyance or joy of the others around you. And it does take a better part of the day. Thankfully, fairly uneventful still. The area is immediately around Kalaman, at least. You don't run into any other patrols. In fact, it's even quieter than usual in the area, where normally you might see the occasional bandit or something, or farmers. It's just a really cleared out area. You think a lot of people are just getting the fuck out of Dodge because of these rumors and sightings of all these enemy forces in the area. You know the location of the fort, so you can, not run into it. It's located south of where the Raiding Rill River meets the Gravel Run River. So you can cross the river. Presumably there's bridges somewhere you can just cross, I would imagine. And then you can get within, I don't know how close. Probably at least a mile away, I would think, because the area around the outpost, as most forts are, has been cleared of any kind of like trees or anything to make sure they've got a wide view of the area. So it is probably sunset by the time you guys arrive within about a mile of the outpost.
And we'll be approaching now, I suppose, towards the north gate, right?
That is
southeast.
Yes. You are approaching from the north. Otherwise, you tell me how you want to handle this.
I think Bherg would probably say, let's wait for nightfall, go into the cover of night.
Well, I can do this thing. I can do it to me, but I think I can do it to someone else. I can make you go and disappear.
Where do we go when we disappear?
That's a great question.
It is. Well, when I did it, I kind of did it by accident because I wanted to spy on somebody. I was there, but they couldn't tell I was there. So, if somebody wants to like sneak up to the fort, I can help you with that.
Have the ability to unlock any non-magical door with the spell. And I can disguise myself as another Draconus and just walk up to the front door and waving.
I can hit things.
Pretty hard, too.
But sneaking is not my forte. Bad foot. And he kind of points down and you see that one of his feet, it's kind of like a club foot almost. Hence my -1 dexterity. Yeah, he has a messed up foot.
I'll kind of look at Kazra or Pi. Do one of you want to go with Elyas? I'm not very strong, so I don't think I would be a big help.
All right, so Elyas.
I'll go with Elyas to make sure he doesn't get hurt.
You can't take Horsey, though. I can't make Horsey invisible.
How about Horsey can stay with the people out here until, like, I don't know. How do we keep Horsey safe? Horsey, you stay here and don't talk to any strangers.
Horse does that horse thing. Just kind of flicks its mane.
How does that work if for stealth? If I cast invisibility on Kazra, how will that help her with stealth?
I'll have you know that I poured over the stealth rules in the new edition and then poured over the internet stealth rules. And the stealth rules are still very divisive in D&D. There are threads and pages of people arguing about stealth. Invisibility should be a little bit easier to adjudicate because that is at least spending a resource. Is the invisible condition for 1 hour, which invisible means you are concealed. Advantage on initiative. Aren't affected by any effect that requires its target to be seen, unless the effect's creator can somehow see you. So I think you would probably still... that's a good question with stealth. You could potentially still be heard, but then they would just not be able to see, but they could be detected if they're seeing you. So I probably would have somebody still roll stealth, even if they're invisible, just in case they can hear something. But even if they hear something, it might not be that they automatically detect the person who's invisible, if that makes sense. They might just be drawn to a noise that that person is making.
If I'm going to walk up disguised as a Draconis and Kazra's invisible next to me, I mean, I'm going to be walking, making stepping sounds. So with that kind of mask, as long as she tried to like step when I stepped. Could we like practice left, right, left?
Yeah, I probably don't have a problem with it up to a certain like distance. Like if you're just walking at a pretty good distance from anybody, I probably wouldn't have you make any kind of stealth checks. Only if it's going to be like close by, or if you're doing something like that kind of thing will require stealth specifically, I guess. So I might call for it in certain circumstances, but for the most part, invisibility should keep you invisible.
So, when we are all set and they're going to take off towards the fort, I'm going to settle my way up to Kazra and I'm going to say, okay, no, remember, when I touch you, no one, including me, is going to be able to see you. You can talk to Elyas, but he's not going to be able to see you. Got it?
Okay, so he can't see me, but he can still hear me. Can I still hear him?
Yes, you're going to be there. It's just like you're wearing like you're a ghost. But I know you like to hit things. If you hit something, everybody's going to be able to see you.
Okay, so don't hit stuff and follow Elyas, and I should also try to be quiet, right?
Yes.
Okay, I can do this. And I'm supposed to like march behind him just like when I was in the militia, and I just have to march in step with him. Okay, I can do this.
You can do this.
Also, should we use a secret sound if there is trouble?
Oh shit!
was that the signal?
That's the secret word. That's the safe word.
I think
Okay.
that when I cast something, I would know if something broke the spell. So I would know if Kazra either had to swing at something and attack, or if she got attacked.
I would agree with that. Yeah, you can always feel your concentration being broken.
So I will reach up and I will put my hands on Kazra and I'm going to say, now we see her, now we don't. And I'm going to cast invisibility on Kazra.
Okay. Disappear from view, which is probably highly disorienting.
I let Ello know that if we get separated, I can always, if she's within 120 feet of me, I can whisper a message to her as well. But I don't know how far away the guys are going to be from the keep. I would imagine probably more than 120 feet, but
yeah, it's up to you. Up to you all how you want to do it.
So do we want to go in through the north gate to try to sneak over to the prison to let everybody out? Or do we want to go in through the south gate, not just to get the hell out of the way, I'm hungry, and walk over to the kitchen to eat?
Wait, what wall are you trying to move through? There's no walls around you right now. You guys
No. When we go in through the south gate. I mean, we either go through the north gate or the south gate. because you gave us a picture of the keep, so we know that the prisons are right through the north gate, and the kitchen is just through the south gate. So how do we want to go in? We want to go in and try to release the prisoners, or do we want to go in through the south and do an infiltration? And I can use the guys as I'm hungry, and go in and eat at the kitchen to try to listen to see what the hell they're talking about. Because my disguise will last an hour.
As will the invisibility, I think, right? That lasts an hour.
Yeah, or we can do this like a Monty Hill type thing, and just run through a bunch of doors and shit.
How close can we get for the group? How close can the group get without being seen? Like, where's the tree lines and?
You're about a mile away, and you can see it in the distance, and you think if you start approaching, now night is approaching, so that makes it easier, but you could start approaching, but you think you would have to start making stealth checks, because you can see lights up on the forts. You probably can't quite see people from this distance, but you do see that the fort is lit with torches.
They're on top of the barracks as well, or just the one watchtower?
You see
from
all
the north.
all the fortifications are lit.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna be able to get around to the south side. Miss out a lot of.
I mean, we're coming from the west, aren't we? If this is to
North.
the east.
You had to cross
Oh.
the river, the bridge is the river. You can tell the outpost is very strategically put at this certain location where you cross the river, and then you're just pretty much right there at this location where you go a little bit farther, and then you're about that mile away from the outpost north entrance. You could try to skirt around, but you imagine you would have to start making stealth checks.
So we're coming from the south gate then.
You
Is that
are
what
We're
you're
approaching
telling
the
me?
north
the
gate.
north gate.
Oh, so it's
We're
south
heading
of Kalaman.
It is-
Okay,
Yeah.
I see it. I
yes,
got it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got it.
Yeah, you guys are on the map.
Sorry.
On the map. Map, right?
I
The
see it
map.
now. So
The overland map. Yeah.
So we're going across the Caravel Run, or the
Yeah.
Gravel Run. Is that what that is?
You
Gravel
guys
Run. Yeah, I
went
can't-
like southeast here, and then
Alright.
crossed right there. So you're
Okay.
approaching the north gate.
All right, so I'm just gonna just walk up to the gate, and if anybody interacts with me, I'm gonna just wave and just kind of grumble in Draconis, since I can, even though nobody knows that.
You can speak Draconian.
Well, yeah, that's one of the languages,
Okay.
kind of a magical language. I kind of grumble in Dragon. So.
Is it just you and an invisible Kazra that
Yeah.
are making this walk? Okay.
Mhm.
So you start approaching Kazra. You start following behind, and as you get within about you can definitely see as you approach within 100 feet. You can see that there are definitely people on top of the barracks, the keep area, and as well as that really tall tower. And there's some movement up there. And then you can hear somebody shouting in common. Well, here's a good question. It's pitch dark. You are human, so you're just walking along with no light whatsoever. Okay. But the fort's lit up, so you can obviously walk toward that. You definitely hear the soldiers shouting, one of them in common, and what you hear is they shout and say, "Walker approaching, single, alone." And then you see some more movement, and the barracks is set up where there's just the arrow slits, so you can kind of barely, once you get close enough, you almost can't even see who else is on top. If you want to give me, you and Kazra can give me either perception checks or investigation, but I'm going to give you disadvantage because it is dark. As you try to basically look back at these people on the keep. Disadvantage. Kazra's not seeing anything.
Yeah, I did
You
not
see
have
yourself?
advantage on that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't quite make out, other than the fact that they spoke common, you can't quite even see if they're like human or draconian. The voice that talks to you sounds human. I will say that. And then that one says, "Stop right there. Identify yourself."
And Draconis.
This is speaking in common.
Oh. Is dinner ready yet? And I just keep walking.
Okay. Give me a deception check. I'll give you advantage though, because you are disguised. $16 is pretty good. All right. My contested check was a net
Wow.
one. Yeah.
Wow.
This you can see the soldier yells back and says, "Where? I thought the patrol had come back by now. The hell you out so late?"
Turned around. Some of these damn people from refugees from Vogler were heading over to Kalaman, and we chased a few of them down, and I got fucking sidetracked. Had to kill like a half dozen of them, and I spread my wings out and bring them back in a little bit. It's like hungry work killing these damn little humans.
The soldier, you can hear mutter something to the other one, and you see some movement kind of along the battlements and everything. And it takes moments pass by and nothing happens. Some very tense moments. Kazra, what are you doing at this time?
She's just walking behind Elyas, and she is she is literally her lips are sealed. She's just keeping her mouth completely shut, and she's even trying to not breathe loudly. But yeah, she's being as quiet as she possibly can and following exactly in step with him.
Okay. And at this point, the other three of you have obviously lost sight of the others. They've gone pretty much out of your sight. You can see the fortress though, and what you all see is the gate, which is this massive, sturdy gate. Elyas, almost like a what you realize is almost a portcullis with the way it has this like winch system to even open it up, and you hear like a system of unlocking, basically, and then the gate slowly creaks open. And you see a pair of what look like human soldiers, but they are definitely dressed in that familiar garb of the dragon army. And they have I thought they had crossbows, but I think they just have javelins. Yeah, I guess they just have swords. They've got their swords not out, but they're kind of in the like general like just ready position. But they're not even necessarily looking at you. They're kind of looking around as the gates open, basically. And one of them barks and says, "All right, get in then. Hurry up."
It's about damn time. Just like push my way on in.
If you say that, then one of them pulls a sword out and pommel strikes you.
Okay.
Says, "Know your place, Draconian." And
Shakes his hand and he just
does 2 damage to you.
okay.
I do have a question.
Yep.
Now, I looked at the invisibility spell,
Uh-huh.
and it says that it only turns off if I make an attack roll, deal damage, or cast a spell.
Yes.
Could I use my reaction to put my shield out when he tries to pommel strike Elyas?
You could, but you would imagine that would also be very weirdly noticeable that, like, suddenly a magic invisible force field shows up to deflect the blow. You would technically still be invisible, but I don't know if Kaz would realize that or not, but that would definitely show up as being pretty odd.
Okay, she's holding back the shield. She's fighting that urge to protect.
Elias is
Protect.
Elias is going to reach up and, with the back of his hand, wipe some of the blood off of his mouth and look down at it and look up and grin and slaps the guy on the shoulders. That's what I mean. Come on, let's go get a drink. Walks towards the kitchen.
All right. No, they bark at you like you report to the barracks. Go on.
Oh, damn, I'm hungry. Can I go get something to eat first?
Roll a persuasion check. I won't give you advantage on this one though, because this guy is now irritated with you. I love your role playing, but as you can see, this is not what these guards want. Oh, very nice.
My stomach growls.
Yep. Oh, although the soldier
Holy
kind
shit.
of stands his ground at that, and you kind of have a glaring face off, and it gets really tense for a second. But
And I go, okay.
yeah,
I guess a tie goes to the runner.
yeah. He's not really budging, but he'll say like, "There should be some." He says through his gritted teeth, "There should still be some rations in the barracks for you."
All right. So I just kind of like waddle off back to the left to the barracks.
Okay. This is an exciting moment, but I think this is actually where we're going to end this session. As we have, and you see the gates, you see one of the soldiers come in and wheel the gates with this winch system. Elyas and Kazra, you see this, and the gates close, and then he actually has this like, I picture like those clubs they used to have for cars where it goes around the steering wheel, and it like locks in place, and he puts a key into it, and he moves with that key over to the prison, and opens the door and disappears inside that area. So the gate is now closed and locked, but two of you are now inside. One disguised, one invisible. That's so cool. I love it. But I think that is where we're going to end this session of Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. Thank you so much to CT, Dory, Jerry, Marcus, and Morgan for playing. And thank you to all the patrons for helping make these sessions happen. Shouts to Platinum patrons, Joe, Will, Thomas, Brandon, Genocider, Roleplay Roll, Christopher, Big Nut, John, Nathan, Andrew, Stephanie, Jason, Lumpy Spuds, Ward, Unimona LC, Tom, the Eating the Dogs, Marcus, Snuggie, Hugo, Sasha, John, Morbid Reaver, and Jello Sky. And gold patrons, RPG Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, the Lizard Lounge, Jerome, Nathan, Scott, Rufus, Jerry, Glenn, and Mark. Thank you all very much for your support, and we will see you next time.